Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the final video in this mini series where I break down my favorite exercises for each muscle group. Today we are covering arms, and if you haven't already, make sure to check out the previous videos on back, chest, legs and shoulders. The links are in the description of this video. There are tons of great exercises for biceps and triceps, but to keep this video concise, I will focus on my top 3 picks for each. I believe that combining these exercises will help you grow your arms effectively while keeping some variety in your workouts. Keep in mind, these are my personal favorites based on my experience, and opinion may vary. And that's totally fine. So let's start with the biceps. My top choice is the seated dumbbell curl. You can either twist your palms in a supinated curl or keep them facing up throughout the movement for more direct biceps activation. Keeping your palms supinated throughout ensures maximum biceps engagement, whereas twisting your palms at the start gives some assistance from the brachioradialis, allowing you to lift heavier weights. I prefer to keep the bench almost vertical when doing seated curls. If it's set an incline, let's say 45 to 60 degrees, heavy dumbbells can put unnecessary strain on your shoulders. So keeping the bench upright helps maintain control. I also favor dumbbells over a barbell because they allow for unilateral training, reducing muscle imbalances. Next on the list is the easy bar curl. I prefer the curved bar over a straight bar since it's easier on the wrists. This exercise not only targets the biceps, but also engages the forearms due to the slight inward hand positioning. I use this as a transition movement to shift focus from strict biceps isolation to incorporating some forearm engagement. The third exercise is the hammer curl. While I used to do this mainly with the dumbbells, I recently switched to the cable variation with a rope attachment. I find that cables are much easier on my forearms and wrists, helping me avoid inflammation. Dumbbells tend to aggravate my brachialis and brachioradialis, leaving me with soreness after each session. So with cables, the strength curve changes and placing maximum tension at the top of the movement. If I do hammer curls with dumbbells, I prefer the preacher hammer curl. The locked position minimizes momentum, allowing you to use less weight while still effectively stimulating the muscle. Plus, you can spot yourself with your non-working arm. And the only downside is that unilateral work takes twice as long to complete. Okay, those are my top biceps picks, so let's moving on to the triceps. My number 1 pick is dips. Whether done on a machine or with body weight, dips are a must-do movement that works all 3 heads of the triceps. They are fantastic for building both size and strength, but keep in mind that the more you lean forward, the more you will activate your chest. While dips naturally engage the chest and the front delts, keeping your torso upright will maximize triceps activation. Second on the list is the skull crusher. I used to do this mainly with an easy bar, but now I prefer dumbbells. The dumbbell variation puts less stress on the elbows while still delivering an intense triceps workout. The easy bar variation is great for overloading the muscle, but it can be tough on the joints. If I swap out dumbbells, I opt for overhead cable extensions with a rope attachment, which are easier on the elbows and add some extra variety to the workout. My third triceps pick is some variation of triceps pushdowns. I use this as a finisher to pump blood into the muscle and add volume. I rarely go below 8 reps on this exercise, usually aiming for, let's say, 10 to 12 reps. Heavy weights make it difficult to perform pushdowns with proper form, often leading to momentum-based reps, and we don't want that. That's why I focus on control movements, squeezing the triceps at the end of the concentric phase while keeping my elbows tucked in for maximum isolation. I tweak it sometimes by using two rope attachments to get a better range of motion and almost transforming the exercise in a triceps kickback. Try it sometimes and you will see the difference. Back when I started lifting, I would have placed close grip bench press or close grip Smith machine press as my top triceps exercise. While I still think these movements build size and strength, I've left them off my top 3 list for a couple of reasons. First, they put a lot of stress on the elbows and front delts. Second, many lifters already have dominant front delts and chest muscles, leading to poor posture, shoulders pulled forward, and overdoing close grip presses can worsen this issue. Even though I personally prioritized rear delt and back training over the years, maintaining perfect posture for me is still a challenge. When selecting exercises, I believe it's important to consider both gains and injury prevention. That's why dips, dumbbell skull crushes and triceps pushdowns have the best balance between effectiveness and joint health, in my opinion. Another exercise I've started avoiding is the overhead dumbbell extension, whether unilateral or bilateral. The single arm version takes twice as long to complete, though it does allow you to spot yourself, which is cool again. The two-hand variation, where you hold one heavy dumbbell, can be tricky to get into the starting position and uncomfortable for the wrists. Of course, through time and practice, this becomes easier, but depending on the size of the dumbbell, you may struggle to achieve a full range of motion or even hit the backrest of the bench. Even worse, you can even hit your head when performing the reps. That wraps up my favorite exercises for arm growth. This was the last video in the mini-series and I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments which biceps and triceps exercises you prefer. If you want to take your training to the next level, you can try DN Fitness Coaching for free for 7 days. Yeah, we made that possible. So once you sign up, you will receive a custom meal plan and workout program within 24, maybe 48 hours max. But there are no obligations. You can cancel anytime during the 7-day trial without being charged. The link is in the description of the video, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel and allows me to keep bringing you free fitness content. Until next time, train hard and take care.